The 2Kiwis&Cheese boys got themselves into a real mishap this time.
Hello, and welcome to episode 23 of the podcast.
It's definitely episode 23, definitely. We're there. Welcome, everyone. We
Wow.
made it. Episode 23. Welcome.
And in the year 2023. Whoa.
Yes,
One,
welcome to Two
two, three,
Kiwis and
guns.
Cheese. I'm Brent.
I'm Garrett.
I mean, can I be... If you're watching episode 23 and you don't know who we are, welcome.
I mean, I would like it if people just joined in at any point.
Of
Because
course
I
you
feel
would
like...
say that.
Well, what do you mean? What do you mean? Of course I would. What do you mean? What's that supposed to mean?
You know what? I'm happy wherever. Maybe they start here and are working backwards.
That's true.
Is this the last
I'll
episode?
be happy if they're happy.
Whoa.
If you're
Last
happy, I'm
episode,
happy.
episode 2023. You heard it here first, folks.
This
This is it. We had one
wow.
guest.
Yeah.
It's over.
It's
now,
over
now the next episode will be episode 22.
What? My brain is. Oh yeah. Okay. I don't mind people jumping in at any point, especially since looking back, right? I think we've gotten better at how we do things. I don't know. I feel like we've dropped
So what
some
you're
of the
saying
like.
is, if people start here, it's downhill.
Yeah.
If
yeah,
they're
pretty
working
much.
backwards,
this is as good as
yes.
we get. This is as good as
No.
we get.
No. We
This
ain't
is
peaked yet.
definitely,
We haven't
this is
peaked.
prime time Two Kiwis and Cheese right here. Definitely.
Well, this is prime time. This isn't like the Hollywood like premiere level good. I would say we haven't
What?
gotten there yet.
Oh,
like,
yeah?
we're prime
Is that
time
Next
television.
episode will
We're
be
not-
the best episode of all time. If that episode is already
That's-
out, watch that
Oh, God.
episode. It's gonna be halfway through the episode. There's gonna be
It's
like
gonna be May.
Oh, shit.
There's gonna
That
be
was
like
gonna
a
be
Dukes of
Brent.
Hazzard moment.
Your
I mean,
rendition of the theme was amazing. Can I hear it again?
No, that's your one time special deal. That's never. Or stop.
Can that little bit be included in like the intro from now on?
The Two Kiwis and Cheese boys got themselves into real
That's our new-
trouble.
That's our new intro.
Welcome.
Fuck's sakes.
Amazing. I love it.
Hey, I
Premium
wasn't the
content.
one who sung it. Garrett, did you sing that?
What?
Did you sing that little tune?
What's
A little
wrong
bit
with that?
of it, but
That's how they do it in Dukes of Hazzard.
No, but I'm like, you're acting all annoyed, Ben. But as far as I didn't sing it, Garrett didn't sing it. You're the one who sang it.
Yeah, but I regret 90% of the things that come out of my mouth. Okay.
bro, I feel that. Can we bro, I feel like I should take back like 92% of the things I say.
Well, no.
Well,
Brent
I'm gonna
said the
say
thing come out of his
93.
mouth. Brent-
Whoa,
Brent,
that's
do you
too
regret
much.
Yeah,
spitting
the
out the
spit.
toothpaste after brushing your teeth?
Every time. What a waste. You know? That could
Yeah,
be,
you can use
know,
that the next
You
time.
can
That
save that
could
for your
be
next
dinner.
tooth cleaning.
exactly.
That's scrumptious, man. I mean, clean teeth, I guess.
You know, if it cleans my
That's-
teeth, what else can it clean? You know? It can go through my whole system. You know? Just
Cleans my
like
balls.
swallow that paste down. You know, it's cleansing.
Do you have teeth
Paste.
down there or something?
No, you don't need to
What?
clean teeth. You can clean other things.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair.
You know, you could put it
Gotta
on
take the
a, put
toothbrush
it
down
on a
there.
wipe.
I mean, it's technically a brush. so-
wipe the mirrors down, you know, wipe the benches, wipe the floor, put on the floor, get a brush, you know, mop the floor with some
I mean,
cleansing
you got
paste.
you just use the toothbrush, you know.
No,
Not the same one, but like
Sounds ticklish.
no. The reason it's like the toothpaste. It's like it's made to be with the toothbrush. Like they work
But it's no
best
longer. If I'm
together.
using it for other things, it's no longer a toothpaste. It's just cleansing paste.
Well, and
That's
if you're
not
not
really
using
what
it using a
toothpaste-
toothbrush
teeth.
for
But
brushing your
toothpaste
teeth,
doesn't
then
actually
like is it a
clean things, does it?
toothbrush?
It really just protects your teeth. It doesn't really. The cleansing is the brushing element, isn't it? That's what's actually getting off all the stuff of your teeth, and then the toothpaste is kind of just like this lovely container protection thing.
Also makes your breath smell a little bit better.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So if you're just
Um,
brushing with like a slightly damp brush, I mean, there's still gonna be something left over, you know. But
Yeah.
I mean, there are things that like help like remove gunk from the teeth that loosen it up, and not the teeth, the gunk. I should make that clear. And then yeah, then it leaves protecting on it. I think I've been to the dentist enough times. I should know this shit.
What? Okay, do we have anything actually of note to talk about this week? Are we like? I know.
Well,
Oh, wait.
Garrett hasn't seen Spider-Verse, so I can't talk about it.
I'm
It's okay, we've got
sorry.
something else to talk
When did
about
it
anyway.
actually come out? What date? Did that come out
Tuesday?
on just this weekend?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Cross.
I'm not sure. But me and Ben did a thing, another thing this week actually. We had
Say a dinner thing?
What?
well, I mean, we did have dinner at this thing.
Oh,
What
Yeah,
did
yeah,
we
dinner.
What do we do?
we went and did a quiz trivia night. Remember?
Oh fuck yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's right. We went with
Oh, it came.
some my co. It was sort of like a co-workers thing, but it wasn't really that many. You know, it was half co-workers, half people that have already left the job.
Yeah,
right?
everybody there present had worked at the store.
Yeah. But it was a good trivia. I am so glad. Okay, so there was a category, Garrett, that was like that was oh wait, well, me and Ben aced the Ancient Wonders one. That was awesome.
No, it was just generic. It's general.
Oh,
wonders.
nice.
General
It was just-
Wonders.
Yeah.
Is that what it? Is that what it was called, or is that just what it was?
It was called I Wonder, but it was all about like the wonders of the world.
But they're just general, nothing like special.
But I thought, yeah, we did well on that. That was great.
That's good.
But then there was one that was like, oh god, we're gonna completely fail it, because I don't know if there was that like, was there really anyone that was really sporty there? I don't know, but there was one that was called
No.
like who scored, and I was like, oh god, it's gonna be about sports, you know, it's gonna be no. It was about movie
Brent's
soundtracks.
Ooh, yes.
So fucking ace that. I was so happy with
Let's
that. I was
go.
like, "Shit, that's gonna be great."
Brent was like,
Proud.
it did play like a second, and it was like, oh, it's from that, and I'm like, fuck, it is. It was E.T., Back to the Future, Jurassic Park. What else?
Gladiator, but that was a guess.
Yeah, we guessed
Um,
Gladiator.
Finding Nemo.
Well, we both put
uh,
Nemo, and I was really worried for a second there. I was like, wait a minute, are they going to penalize us for not putting Finding?
Oh gosh, that would have been brutal.
We didn't even know if they did.
True, that's
Like,
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, what if
There was
they
another
did?
one which, like, we would have aced if people had listened to me, and that was Homer or Homer. And it's like, is this a line from The Simpsons, or classic, or just literature? And the one that they didn't believe me on was the one literally from Homer, The Odyssey. We would have aced that. There are a couple
Yeah.
times where I was like, come on, it's this, and then that, and no one believed me.
People listened to my joke one. I was
They
like,
did.
yeah, this is, and then they put it in, and then we lost that point.
It-
Oh
it
my
showed- it showed
gosh,
us the
that's
skull and-
brutal.
This was a logo. It was called On Brand. It was like, what's this logo from? And there was almost like a skull and crossbones, and there was multiple choice, and one of the answers was skull and bones, and I was like, oh yeah, it's that one, obviously, yeah. And then Brent was joking like, it's the Boy Scouts of America, and they put that, and it lost us the point.
What?
And
What? That's not even no.
I'm
That's
I'm competitive.
wow.
I like to win.
I
Um,
did get my literature one, the only one that I was like, yeah, that's mine. The Animal Farm one. I was happy with that.
Yeah.
I was pretty happy with it.
I read Animal Farm.
Oh yeah.
I also watched the movie because I couldn't be bothered reading it, and then I actually read it. Like,
Which movie did you watch? Did you watch the live action movie or the
Animated one.
cartoon one?
Cartoon.
I grew up with the live action one on tape,
console.
you know.
I read,
Console? There's a
I read it.
PlayStation game. PS1. Can you
I
imagine?
read it in high
Animal
school.
Farm?
I haven't actually seen it. I haven't seen either.
I
of
mean,
them.
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much
Fine.
you know. You can
Yeah.
just read the book.
I mean, it's based off it, so I would hope.
The
what
movie
else?
had like scary animatronics and stuff. Oh, we didn't even say
Yeah.
we came third, which was awesome.
Yeah, well, yeah, we came third.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's not first, but you know,
I mean, it's not last either. You know,
true.
we could have come. We
Um,
could have come higher. I feel like
Honestly,
if
there was so many. Oh, there was one which was like cartoon Emperor's New Clothes, and it showed you like generic clothes that you can like from a store. And, like, what cartoon character wears this? And we 100% of that one. We
Oh,
had the
that's
choice of picking a Joker round, which means you get like double points from it. We picked the worst one.
yeah.
We picked
I
the one that
thought
we
the
didn't
Joker
do well
thing.
on.
I didn't hear what the actual Joker thing was. I thought it was for the one that you just like don't get points for. That's what I
Oh,
thought it
oh,
was.
right.
Hmm.
And then I was like, oh yeah. I voted when we were doing the voting thing. I was like, oh yeah, let's vote for. I'll vote for the one that we'll definitely not get points for. And you know, that's the one that everyone was like, yeah, double points. Yeah, double points.
It was the on-brand
this
one. That was the one that was
the
like
trash
logos
one.
and shit. Yeah. Because it was all
Hmm.
like it didn't actually build off any knowledge that like pre-existing knowledge, because there was no way anyone would know that stuff.
No.
So it was literally multiple choice guess. And I was arguing like we should do Homer or Homer, because like I've read the Odyssey, and if it's just about the Odyssey and then Simpsons, I'll be able to tell you if it's in the Odyssey. And I literally said that, and they're like, nah, we'll do this one. And then they don't listen in the one that's about the Odyssey.
Oh my gosh!
Ah.
Wow. Brutal.
Honestly, I kind of
have not
sat
let it
out
go.
of that round, the Simpsons round, because I don't watch the
Yeah.
Simpsons. You know,
Oh, neither.
I
I
don't
only like
know
perked
anything
my
about
ears up
it.
when the Animal Farm question came up, and I was like, "Oh, Animal Farm, of course." You know,
Mm.
it's good.
Yeah, I've never really done that much trivia sort of stuff. I'm always really bad at it.
Well, the last one if Brent was there at the last one that we did, nothing would have changed, but he would have loved it. There was one about cryptozoology, and that's like
nice.
creatures and cryptids, which Brent and I at this weird thing. We're like we're kind of experts on similar things. So like Brent would have 100% did that one, and when I was there, I 100% did that one, and then we both
Nice.
like wiped the floor with the wonders.
I love the Nazca lines because oh yeah, I'll talk about that in a sec. But yeah,
Oh, Brent. So the one that we didn't get was a
Chicken
it was
Itzka. Chicken Itzka.
yeah, it was an Aztec or Mayan
Chichen Itza.
pyramid.
The Chichen Itza. Whoa, I can't even
That one.
say.
Well, I've
Yeah,
never
I
set
was
one
trying
to.
on either continents, so
Chichen
Yeah.
Itza. That's right.
but I said
Chicken
Sankator.
Itza.
I was like, oh my god, because I was running through all the words that I know in my head. It's like, oh, Sankator. It's that. That's in Cyrodiil. Sankator is in Cyrodiil in Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion.
Oh my gosh,
We
that's
should have put that.
amazing.
Imagine if they were like,
We
"Oh
did.
my gosh," and they would have given us the point. That would have
It
been great.
technically counts.
I just
That's
don't know.
amazing, though.
Also known as
Oh.
Golden Hill in the Gerald Mountains. It's in Coral, and yeah, it's basically an old fort.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Dang.
I just
I
found
was
that really funny.
annoyed
Like, wait,
because I
what's
know
from?
that. Like, I know it now. Like, I definitely like. I remember it now. Like, I know because I would love to go there. That's like, I think I'd rather go there than maybe go to Egypt. If I'm gonna be honest.
Well, go to
I don't know.
Skyrim.
No, go to
Go to
chicken
Singapore. Well, it's not
I mean,
Skyrim,
I
it's
would
Paradox,
too.
first of all.
I think I'd love to see Egypt as well. I don't know.
I
I
was
don't know if
I was worried for a during a lot of the questions where it showed the Parthenon, which is not one of the ancient wonders, but anyway, I was sitting there and was like, okay, are they gonna know they've got it there? Are they gonna have like, will they count the Acropolis? Will they count the Parthenon? Is because what they're showing is the Temple of Athena, also known as the Parthenon, at the
Yeah.
Acropolis in Athens. And I was like, which one are they going? Like, am I gonna be like, if I put the Acropolis, are they gonna be like, well, no, it's the Parthenon? Or if I put the Parthenon, I can be like, well, that's the Temple of Athena. And it's like, well, no, it's actually the Parthenon. It's going to be a whole thing. So I put all of them. I put the Temple of Athena / the Parthenon in the Acropolis complex in Athens, and I ran out of
That's
space on the line because I was really like,
amazing.
am I going to be too right that I'm wrong? You guys ever had that where you're like, they
Yeah,
show
where
you
it's like
something and you're
exactly.
you like get it so
Yes.
exactly right that it's like incorrect, you know?
yeah, well, not incorrect, but like they don't know that it's correct, so they mark it
Yeah,
incorrect.
exactly.
You know?
It's
They're
kind
like,
of
"Ah,
yeah. That actually
you
happened to
gave
me
too
on
much info, you know?
on Kaz's
But I think
trivia when I was hosting it. They were like, you know, one of the like guests were like, "Oh, this is actually this." Like, and I was like, I have no because I didn't write some of the questions right.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
like, so it's just like I have no idea if you're right. Like I have no clue if you're
Yeah,
right or
that's
not.
where like I
Hmm.
I mean I had to do that a couple times when I was just in chat like at work, like there's a Star Wars question that people were like confused about or something about like how many live action shows had come out on Disney Plus or something, and like I dropped in like right as that happened, and I'm like, "Oh, no, it's this many." And they're like, "Ah, okay," because that was none of the numbers that they had. I'm like, "Nope, it's this one."
Yeah, I had a friend who was doing a quiz specifically about Mando, and he was like, um, Baby Yoda is the name of this character in this, but what else, what other name do they go by? And when he'd written it and when he'd done it, in between writing it and doing the quiz, we learned that his name was Grogu.
Oh
So
no.
the correct
Oh
name
my
the correct
gosh.
that he got put was the child, and then all these people were putting Grogu, and he just like got verbally mauled by a number of people being like,
Oh my
no, it's what?
gosh.
So I found that really funny.
That's brutal.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, neither of them were technically wrong
No,
at the
exactly. Yeah.
time.
From a certain point of view.
But yeah, I need to actually I got the first from a certain point of view book, and I need to actually like sit down and read some of it. I think I got because they're like what, like 50 short stories or something from each movie. Like there's the from a certain point of view, A New Hope, uh Empire Strikes Back from a certain point of view. I don't know if they've done the Return of the Jedi uh from a certain point of view, but it's like a bunch of like short stories. I don't remember how many. It's like 40 or 30 or 50 or something like that.
What
I'd
are
have
the
to go
short
look.
stories about? I have no
It's
idea
just
what
like
you're talking
so
about.
like there's there's 3 of these books, I think. I don't know if the third one has come out yet, but like there's one for each movie. It's just like little side stories that are like to each movie. They're like little side short stories. Like there's one about the dude that gets choked on the Tantive 4 at the beginning of A New Hope. Like
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I forget.
Captain
There's like a little short
Antilles,
story about him. There's like
No,
there's
wait,
like
no,
it's
that's
just
not
like a bunch
Captain
of
Antilles.
little
What is his
fun
name?
like.
Fuck.
Isn't it Captain Antilles?
That's
I believe it is.
Wedge Antilles.
yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's
What
Wedge
the
and
hell
there's
is his
Captain
name?
Antilles.
Damn, how
Wait,
many
what?
Antilles are there?
Wait, hold on.
Captain
I
Antilles
thought it was
my
Captain
dad,
Antilles, and then I
Blue
thought of
Wedge.
Wedge. Yeah.
Just
How
look at
many?
the Tantive Lego set.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Fair.
Look that up.
Let's see. Me figs. Yeah, it's Captain Antilles.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
so it was right.
Yeah.
Right.
Really good.
There, yeah, I thought there was
What the
Wedge
heck?
and
There's
then
a
a Captain.
multiple Antilles. Are they actually related, or are they
No,
just like?
they are not. They're just different people.
Is it like Smith?
Just same.
It's like a load of Antilles in the Star Wars universe.
Well, Skywalker is supposed to
What is your
was
name?
always
I'm
supposed to
Rey.
be like the
Rey
equivalent of
Antilles.
Smith. Rant. I'd be much more okay with that. She's actually a descendant of Captain Antilles.
Oh
'Cause
my
in the short story,
gosh.
little spoilers for that book. It's been out for quite a while, and it's just like a small short story that's like 5 pages. But like, he actually like alludes to like a message that he sent back to his wife and daughter. So I mean, come on.
Nah, Ray's last name is Vance.
Amazing, right?
Great.
Ray Shadow Legends.
I heard that one as well.
But yeah, so no, it's a bunch of short stories that are just really, really fun. I've read a couple, heard some synopsises of a few, and I just have the first book and I want to get the rest of them. I've thought about getting them on audiobook because that's where I read most of the books that I do, because I don't really have time to sit down and read a book, to be honest. And with my dyslexia and like my ability to get distracted and my brain go on a rabbit trail and lose my place, and just like do you guys do that? Like if you read a book, like you'll be reading and then your mind will go on some tangent in your head, but you'll still be reading, but you're not intaking the information that you're reading off the page, so you have to go back. Have you ever done that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm glad that I'm not alone, because it happens all the time, and it is yet another reason I don't read that many books physically. But I figured since these are like short stories, I should just actually read the books, because sometimes reading a physical book is just more fun and better. Actually feel
What's your
it in
favorite kind of
hands.
books to read, y'all? We're gonna have this is
Fantasy.
literature club. What's this?
2Kiwis and Cheese
Fantasy.
literature club.
Fantasy.
I mean,
Is this the real
don't know.
life?
I guess it would be fantasy, because I'll be honest, I haven't read a ton of books because of my dyslexia. It just takes me forever to get through books.
Fair enough.
Like I've read all the Percy Jackson books. There was like a small series that I read that was kind of worthless, but my mom made me read it in between Percy Jackson books.
Was it
kind of dumb?
Oh, was it Percy Jackson Universe?
No, it had nothing to do with Percy Jackson, unfortunately.
Those
Just
Janet
Like, I
Jackson.
want you to read other things.
Did
I'm
you
Michael
like
like,
read
Jackson.
the Egyptian the Egyptian offshoot of Percy Jackson?
no.
I
I've seen.
really
I know that there were the books about the what was it, the Viking gods or whatever.
They did one? I
I thought
realize,
they did. I thought
did.
there was
They did
a
Egypt.
series.
but I didn't realize they did.
Or he, I guess, what's his face? I forget
They.
the author's name.
No, there's all of them. There's a team.
It is a team.
No, I mean, it likely is a team, but I don't know.
Yes, yeah.
I
No, I
used to.
remember it's like Thor and all them. I don't know if it was specifically focused on Thor, but basically like that kind of equivalent. You know, I didn't read it.
I was gonna like. I guess I would have said like my favorite thing. I still really like sci-fi, right? I still read a bit of sci-fi, but I sort of fell out of love of reading sci-fi just due to I now read a lot of mystery, murder mystery, Agatha Christie, that sort of thing. Love it, so good, so freaking good. But I fell out of love with sci-fi because literally, like every book, right? Every other book is bullshit, right? It's all because it's all they go to this planet, right? And or there's something different. There's always everything's got a new way of doing something, right?
Something's not
So you
right.
got to learn the whole new system. It's not just like walking on this new planet. No, 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 no. They got the special shoes and the special. Oh, we don't breathe this way. We breathe this way because we're in space. We don't do things the way you do normally because we're in space now. You know that shirt you're wearing? We don't have that. We got this cool space shirt. And I got sick of trying to
Is
have to
this how
learn
like
this whole new system.
George Lucas was like, nah, they don't wear bras in space
Pretty much, yeah. It's that kind of just
because
everyone's got
we're
a
in
system.
space.
Nothing's consistent. You don't know the
It's
rules
just
because
like
everyone's
weird
rules are different.
because space.
Exactly. And I got
It's
sick of it.
kind of dumb. I don't blame you because that's like it's so generic.
What I hate in stories is when someone like has something like happen, like they get saved by some sort of thing that was not set up at all, and it just comes out of nowhere. And it's like, oh, okay,
Okay. Yeah.
like
Cool.
yeah,
I guess if that's portrayed in a movie, actually no, it still annoys me if it's in a movie as well. To be fair,
Yeah, well, if it's nonsensical, yeah, but like it's easier to just like show things like that because in a book you really do have to kind of explain things. And like yeah, you're supposed to let the reader's imagination run wild and like have their own like sort of view of what it is. And that's why a lot of book adaptations don't live up to the film adaptations of books don't live up to the books as often because like it people interpret things differently when they read them. Like everybody's imagination is a little bit different, so like it's different compared to film. But like it's I feel like it's easier to do that in film than like a book because it's more words on a page than like seconds like of screenplay to explain that sort of thing.
yep.
yep.
Can I get that on like on video? You explaining that, please,
Sure.
so that I can so that I can understand.
I was talking fast. Brain was moving a million miles an hour. No, I'd say fantasy. Cause like fantasy is always really cool.
Fantasy is my reality.
I'm trying to think like yeah, that's mostly what I've read. I mean Ready Player One was really good. But like I read that and it was way harder to connect with the main character in that book. He's kind of an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like very asshole.
I enjoyed the movie, but like again, it's like how much of me enjoying it is due to its story. It's the same sort of thing as No Way Home. Like how much of it is story and how much is just like nostalgia, recognizing stuff.
I mean, that's the Batmobile.
Nah, it's the Iron Giant. The Iron Giant got me.
That got you. That's what got you.
I love the Iron
They had the
Giant.
T-Rex from Jurassic Park in there.
I fully
They
believe
had
that
everything
future,
in there except for like Disney.
I fully
Except
believe in
for
the
a
future, if we get those
proper
suits
movie.
that they have, the haptic bodysuits where you can like field stuff. They'll make them with like sleeves for your like your nuts and your genitals and shit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's on its way. It probably
That's
already
the
exists.
future of our adult entertainment industry.
Oh my
Well, I mean, the
gosh.
adult entertainment industry is what pushes everything forward.
Where
What are you
where's
telling
the
me?
GoFundMe for
that-
this?
Are you
Can
telling
you
me
send me
that
a link?
every single technological advancement is from the adult entertainment industry?
Every advancement in human history is for the adult entertainment
I
industry.
mean, come on. Am I wrong?
Are you
I know,
telling
right?
me
No,
that-
like on the
Are you
tech
telling
has
me
been
that I'm going to
pushed
go and watch?
forward by that? Because you gotta build servos for those kind of things, and then like you get more exact, and then the
Are you
internet
telling me
came.
I'm going to go in to watch Oppenheimer, and we're going to find out that the creation of the atom bomb was
There's
because
gonna
of
be
the
a bomb in
atom-
your pants.
Emma and I finished. Well, I helped Emma finish watching Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah.
They finished Return of the King last night, the extended edition, and I didn't tell them. And then cause we were watching it on Plex, and she was just like, "Oh, 4 hours. That's really long." And I was like, "Nah." It was halfway through. It was like, "Yeah, but like because it's such a big movie, a lot of that's taken up by credits." Um, I was watching on Plex, and that cuts the credits
What the
out.
hell?
It ends at the start of the credits.
What a troll!
Did they enjoy it?
But it was their favorite out of the three.
Okay,
Oh really?
I haven't actually like graduated to the extended editions yet.
I started. Okay, she didn't watch the extended edition for the Two Towers. And the Two Towers is her
What are we
least
even
favorite.
cutting out of the Two Towers? If I'm going to be honest, like, what is
I
the
don't know.
extended ad? I can't really remember. I
But
know in Return
I
of the King,
think-
it's like a fuck ton of stuff.
I think there's a relation between the fact that her least favorite is the Two Towers, and that's the one we didn't watch the extended edition for. So I'm going to go back to her and be like, "Well, we watched the extended edition for this one and for this one, and you enjoyed those two. So I think the fact that this proves the fact that the extended edition is the best version.
The Two Towers is like the best one. Well, it's the best book.
Yeah.
That's definitely for sure. That's the one with like the best battle. Helm's Deep. That's the best battle. That's
Oh,
so
yeah.
good.
I will
Helm's Deep
will
is so
say to
good.
the end of my days that the deepening wall, way too short. I can forgive the drain, but having the wall be that short, and also the way they've got the way they've
Are you
got
critiquing the movie's design or just the
the movie's
design
design.
of
The
right.
movie's design. They have in the main keep area, the Hornburg. There's the outside ring of wall, the circle wall, and then there's another internal bit, and the gap between them is a ramp that goes up round to the left, and then goes up to into the inner courtyard. There's no gate. There's no door on that gateway from the outer ring into the inner ring, and on the right hand side. By the way, I've been building a castle. I've like been looking at all of the research for those who don't know. I'm like nearly an expert on castle design at this point. But on the right hand side, they've got a bridge, a stone bridge, in between the battlements of the outside ring and the inner ring. First off, that should not be a stone walkway. That should be wooden, so that they can destroy it, and it should just be a drawbridge that they can raise up.
Yeah, why wouldn't they have anything there?
That's the point. Why do you have an outer ring, an outer wall, and an inner wall when there's no
nothing-
defenses blocking you
Like,
from
what's the
getting into
point
the
there?
inner courtyard? Like, I love like the Battle of Helm's Deep, and I love Helm's Deep
It's
because I
so
love the Battle
good.
of Helm's Deep. But there are so many little things where I'm just like, why would you do that? The walkway, great. I think what it should be is it shouldn't go all the way up and go straight into the drawbridge. Or okay, first off, there should be a drawbridge just outside onto the walkway, and it should be at a right angle. So basically, you go up and turn left across the drawbridge because it stops them from walking all the way up with a battering ram and just whacking it down because they don't have a run up to do it. If you just have to take a hard left. And that's why in a lot of castles, when you follow the line of how you get up, there's a lot of turns. So that
Yeah.
it'll be really difficult to get siege engines up, like battery
Yeah.
and stuff.
I mean, that's also like why they're built on hills and things. It's like to get up those hills.
Yeah.
I mean, like they gotta build the steps, and usually it's not exactly like easy to get that kind of stuff up there. Then,
Yeah.
Could you imagine? Oh my gosh! Could you imagine? Right, Age of
No,
Empires, but castle design. Right. So
I
you
would
can.
love that.
That would be so freaking cool. That would be
I hope
so
that would be
cool.
awesome.
I found a couple games which kind of do stuff like that. So there's a castle story, which is specifically building like defenses, but you only build like with bricks, and you don't really have defenses in terms of like it's very dulled down. There's Kingdoms and Castles, which it's a tile based system, so it's all like gridded out, and you can build a castle. And the way you do it is you can raise up basically if the castle it's either a wall, or if you keep making it taller, it turns into a tower, and you can put an archer nest up there, or you can put a ballista, and the higher up it is, the high the range increases. But it kind of stops being castles, and you just start making a bunch of towers that are really tall, so that you can get like really good range. You kind of lose um the actual making castles, and it turns into like dumb stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That is a bit like the old like Age of Empires AI just like plotting down mining camps
Mhm.
just so they can see more of their land. It's like that kind
Yeah,
of
I think
stupid mindset.
I'm yet to find a game which actually like gets you to make castles that are good. There are so many medieval like town building games, but not really
Not like
good
building
castle
design
based.
sort of thing.
Yeah, that like really get into the nitty gritty of building castles. There was Medieval Engineers, which just got abandoned after a month or so, where you were gonna do stuff like that, but it's the guys who did Space Engineers. Not sure if you guys have heard of Space Engineers,
Yeah.
but they just canned the game. Like which is really sad. It's basically unplayable at this point. Like you just can't play it.
Yeah.
This entire time, I'm gonna completely pivot this around to Bricklink. I've been scrolling through a Bricklink store.
Yeah.
Fucking Bricklink stores in the US are so much better. You know, better in the US. I'm scrolling.
That's what
through
happens.
like,
You have a giant market compared to New
Yeah.
Zealand.
You know the torso, like the tan torso. I want that for a Doctor Who thing. If you ever find
on.
that. If
Where
you ever
I-
find that in your travels.
I do have
I
a
mean
portrait on it,
that.
but it's the guy with the
Brent just
floral-
gave Ben a side quest.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean.
If you come
I've
across
got-
this on your journey, be sure
There's
to
like a
grab some.
Be sure to
florally,
I'll pay you
there's a
handsomely.
florally blue shirt in one of them,
Uh.
in the set, and I've got that, and it comes with arm printing and everything.
That's
but-
kind
Yeah, I'll let you know if I see it around in my travels.
of cool.
So
Thank you. I very much appreciate it.
this is very much jumping back, sort of, but there is It's not out yet,
There is.
but it's in development. But it's
How
sort of
in
a
New
like
Orleans.
map, like sort of medieval map building game sort of thing. But like you could theoretically do castle design in this game. It's called Tiny Glade, and it's
Oh, I
I
know the one.
definitely go and look up.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's castle design, but you don't really fight anyone. And
No, you don't. It's not a fight anyone game. It's like a chill out and sort of creative game more than anything. But there
Yeah.
still isn't really a game where like you got to build the best castle to defend against this wave of enemies or anything like that. That would be a cool game.
Yeah, like ideally, I want like a castle game where I'm building a castle to fight something. My favorite
Exactly.
part about Tiny Glade is that am I thinking of a different game? No, I'm
But no,
thinking of a different game.
Tiny Glade
There's a
isn't out
different-
yet.
There's a different like medieval town building game where villagers will move between places and they'll like by moving around paths will get like not built. They'll like the grass will die away and it'll turn into like a pathway
Yeah.
and you slowly
It's sort of like what happened I think at like some universities where like they originally built paths, but then like the students just sort of made their own paths that were more efficient, and then they just made like sidewalks that followed those paths, sort
Yeah.
of thing. That's cool. I'd be interested to see what game that is.
I can't remember what it's called, but it's the same
So
sort of
it's
thing. But,
definitely
like
not Tiny Glade.
the best way I'd explain the building system in that game is it's kind of like Spore in terms of there are like points for you to attach stuff to, and you can build castles, you build the Lord's Manor, you build cathedrals are another big one. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Can't remember the name of it, but yeah, it's more of it's more of the kind of what do I describe it as? Now there are no grid systems to building. You just kind of like move stuff around, and it's more large scale rather than small scale like Tiny Glade.
Nice. Thanks for listening. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, shoot us an email or leave us a review. Concerns. I expect to see a lot of concerns.
Actually, if you do have some questions that you want us to answer on the podcast, I'd be keen to do that as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, shoot us some questions if you want.
Shoot us an email, 2Kiwis&Cheese@gmail.com. And we'll
the person who sends in the most questions
Yeah,
gets a
sure.
shout out.
You know what?
Sure.
If you start spamming us, you ain't getting no shout out though. You're just getting blocked.
I want
They have to be genuine questions.
On the same email.
It's not. Oh yeah, I sent 15 emails with different questions.
Yeah,
I want one well-written email with all of the questions.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. And we don't want them to be copy paste from like, oh, give me many questions and just copy paste them.
Yeah.
We want,
No,
like,
what's your
questions.
favorite color? Actually, you know what? You can have that one.
We've got so many demands. So many demands for these questions.
Be reasonable. All right, thanks.
You know what we mean, okay? You know what the parameters are, okay? Just come on, just get your act together.
We're just too popular to be able to like. We're just too popular.
It's hard to sort through all the emails. Do hashtag. I don't know. Question answer something. I don't know. I don't think that's how emails work. I don't think you can search that.
You know what?
Shoot us some questions that you like to have answered on the pod. We'll answer them within reason.
Stop shouting at the pod.
I'm sorry, that wasn't even on purpose.
Like,
just
how about on the
pod?
On the
title.
Send us a question on the.
Shoot us an
Shoot us some. Some.